This is 10 Eyewitness News with Narelda Jacobs.
Hello and welcome. Homes in Perth have again come under threat from a raging bushfire, this time in the city's south. Residents did what they could to fight the blaze as water bombers attacked from the sky. Rebecca Johns has been amongst the flames in Banjup for much of the day. Rebecca.
Narelda, we were definitely in the thick of the fire in Banjup today, where I can tell you it was an extremely terrifying experience. Now, the flames were coming within just metres of the camera, and we also were being doused in fire retardant and water as the helitax were dumping above us. It was only a matter of time before we were evacuated and escorted out by fire crews who said it was simply too dangerous for us to stay. Trapped in a Banjup backyard with 20-metre high flames roaring closer from every corner. Pam and Paul Mays forced to flee their home, taking with them only their pet dogs.
We've been told to get out, so we'll just do a little bit more preparation and get out.
These firemen on the front line doing all in their power to save the property. Right now we're in a neighbour's backyard where flames are literally metres from the home and firefighters are doing everything they can to save the house, and the smoke is so strong it is literally burning our eyes. The blaze started just after midnight between Taylor and Nicholson Roads in PR Waters. Firefighters had it controlled, but by mid-morning it broke containment lines, tearing through multiple southern suburbs including Banjup, Forestdale and Atwell, out of control and unpredictable.
You need to evacuate now, okay? We all just had to jump in our cars and just motor on out of there because it was just the heat was intense, you know.
I was panicking. I don't live too far away, so I was concerned about my son's school and everything else.
As horrified residents watched from afar, others prepared to leave.
I just need to disconnect my hoses and my power and I'll be out the gate at a minute's notice.
Christine Haddock loaded her horses onto floats and moved her sheep and goats to the back paddock on her Forestdale property.
What's sort of your worst fear, I guess, with everything that's happening?
Is that we can't save the animals.
Approximately 90 career and volunteer firefighters remain on the scene. Now, a bushfire emergency warning is still in place for residents of Auburn Grove, while a watch and act is also in place for residents of Atwell. Now, authorities are warning motorists to try and steer clear of the Kwinana Freeway southbound past Berrigan Drive, where thick, heavy smoke is making visibility hard. They're also reminding all residents not to return home because it is simply too dangerous. Now, an evacuation centre has also been set up at Armidale Arena. Narelda.
Thanks, Beck. Rebecca Johns live from the bushfire zone. Fire-affected residents in Perth South have praised firefighters who saved more than 100 homes from a raging blaze. But the threat isn't over, with strong winds and flare-ups still a concern. Claire Grantham was in the fire zone today.
Roaring towards homes, firefighters and residents were faced with this, a frightening wall of flames higher than rooftops. As the sun set in Atwell, those who stayed behind defended their homes with garden hoses as ember attacks threatened their properties.
We're just on the top of the roof in Atwell just to try and defend the house, make sure that there's no embers start little spot fires in the backyard.
Working under extreme pressure and using every resource available, firefighters managed to contain the aggressive and fast-moving blaze overnight, saving more than 100 homes. By 10 o'clock this morning, it was finally brought under control.
I never thought that you'd see a fire like this of what I've seen. You know, I was over a neighbour's place over there while the fire was on, and horrific.
He went right through my property, somehow or other, went around the house. I think that's only because of the fire risk.
At the height of the fire, 200 crews were battling the flames. Almost 500 hectares of bushland has been burnt. 6 homes have been left with minor damage from embers sparking blazes in air conditioning units.
When that black smoke came across, I just had to evacuate because I had a wet cloth over my mouth and I couldn't breathe.
Relief and gratitude for firefighters' efforts shown at a community meeting this morning.
It's been a tremendous effort. The Banjup community thanks you all for that. So thank you so much indeed for all the firefighters.
Several roads remain closed as fire crews keep on top of flare-ups with strong winds a threat. Arson is being investigated as the cause of the original blaze.
We know that about 1/3 of bushfires in Western Australia every year are deliberately lit. And this is akin to urban terrorism.
Claire Grantham, 10 Eyewitness News.
Residents affected by bushfires in Perth's southern suburbs are hoping to return to their homes today. It comes as locals praise the efforts of firefighters for saving hundreds of homes. The fire in the Banjup area is now under control, but crews are braced for flare-ups in today's hot and windy conditions.